Sean O'Malley puts on a masterclass against Chito Vera in the main event of UFC 299. What's next for the bantamweight division after this event? Stick around to hear my thoughts. I'm Wyatt, and this is Fight Society. All right, guys, so today we are going to be matchmaking the bantamweight division now that we have some clarity after UFC 299. Sean O'Malley, with his win, called out Ilia Topuria for a fight at 145 pounds. Now, that is the fight that I think would be the biggest fight possible and the most entertaining. But Dana said in the post-fight press conference that he doesn't want to do this fight, that he wants people to clear out their divisions before moving up. So one title defense against 5th-ranked Chito Vera, I don't think is going to happen. In this video, I'm going to give you guys my matchmaking for the bantamweight division after UFC 299. Sean O'Malley is not going to fight Ilia. He's going to stay at 35. And I think that's the smart plan. I think that's the best plan too, because after Ilia knocked out Alex Volkanovski, I think Sean O'Malley could get KO'd badly at 45, fighting somebody with Ilia Topuria's power. And given how the UFC has treated Sean O'Malley to this point, I don't think they're going to throw him into a fight where he could get KO'd. I know that these double champ fights when someone's moving up or down in weight is a free title fight where you don't have to put your belt on the line, and that's what the case would be for Sean O'Malley if he was to go up to 45 and fight Ilia. But what I think is that if he moves up to 45, he won't come back down to 35. He has already said that he cuts a lot of weight to make 35. And it's kind of my opinion with Max Holloway going up to 55 as well. I don't think that when someone moves up a division and they feel that lifestyle of not having to cut as much weight, getting to eat a little bit more, having to run a little bit less, having to hurt a little bit less during that the fight week water cut, I don't think that Sean O'Malley would return to 35. And I don't think Max Holloway is going to return to 45 after fighting Justin Gaethje, regardless of result. Now, what I think is going to happen first, Sean O'Malley versus Merab Dvalishvili. This is the fight that makes sense. Merab should have gotten a title fight, but he did not want to fight his friend and training partner, Aljamain Sterling. And so, he had to wait around. He had to get a couple extra wins. And now I feel that this is the time. And I think that this is the biggest fight, not from a sales standpoint, because Merab's not necessarily a draw. And Sean O'Malley might be a little bit more of one now, but I did say during last week's fight week that Sean O'Malley's not really that big of a star compared to, the Conor McGregor that he thinks he is right now. So Sean O'Malley versus Merab Dvalishvili, probably sometime this fall is what I'm expecting, maybe late summer. Depends on how fast they both want to turn around. Maybe that's our main event for the Sphere at 306 in September, but we'll see. Now, that would be champ versus number 1 ranked Merab. Ranked number 2 at bantamweight is Aljamain Sterling. He's still in the rankings for now, but he is fighting Calvin Kattar at UFC 300. I think he's going to win that fight. And I think that he's going to be removed from the bantamweight rankings and be a ranked featherweight in about a month after UFC 300. So I'm going to act as if he's not in the rankings there because I think that Sterling is completely done at 135. Now, here's where things get a little bit interesting is after the obvious matchup of Merab versus O'Malley. You have Cory Sandhagen ranked 3rd. He was previously booked against Umar Nurmagodmedov. Now, I don't think they're going to rebook that fight. I think what's going to happen is Cory Sandhagen is probably going to be the backup for Merab and Sean O'Malley. I could see him potentially fighting Henry Cejudo. And, he's fought a lot of the division. He's fought Rob Font. He's fought Song Yadong. He's fought Marlon Vera. He's fought Petr Yan. I could see them doing a Cory Sandhagen versus Petr Yan rematch, a rematch of their interim title fight that Petr Yan won back in 2022, I believe it was. I think that makes a lot of sense. They're both coming off of wins. That could be a title eliminator bout. Even though Merab is the one that deserves the title fight, I think that the most exciting fight from a performance standpoint and a technical standpoint in the bantamweight division is Sean O'Malley versus Cory Sandhagen, but I don't think that's what we're going to get next. I think we're going to get with Merab fighting O'Malley, I think we're going to get Cory Sandhagen versus Petr Yan in a rematch, which I don't hate. Both coming off of wins. And then I believe that Chito's going to be out for a while, ranked 5th. Chito took a lot of damage in that fight. I think it's best that he takes some time off. He is a big draw. He's probably going to get a fight night main event in his comeback or a feature slot on a pay-per-view. But a lot of damage. Now he's coming off of a loss from a title shot that he didn't necessarily deserve in the first place. I think he's going to be out for some time. Henry Cejudo, not really sure what they're going to do with him. He called out Brandon Moreno for a fight at the Sphere on Mexican Independence Day. I don't think Henry Cejudo wants to fight prospects. I think he only wants things that are big fights or title eliminators. And I'm not sure what they're going to do with him. Maybe he fights Umar. I could see him fighting Umar. I could see him fighting Rob Font. But with Umar at rank 10 now, it's not like he's 14th, needing to fight way up in the rankings or somebody needing to come way down to give him a shot. But given Henry's connection to Khabib and Ali, maybe they don't fight each other. So I think Henry's going to be on the sidelines for the time being. Rank 7, you have Song Yadong, who just came off of a loss to Petr Yan. I think that the best matchup for him is going to be Umar. I think that Song Yadong versus Umar makes a lot of sense. That's going to be 7 versus 10 in the rankings. Potentially a fight night main event. Umar didn't take, I mean, he got dropped, but he didn't take an insane amount of damage, but he probably is still going to need some time off. Song Yadong, 3-round decision war with Petr Yan. They're probably both going to need some time off. I could see them fighting in a fight night main event sometime this summer. And then Rob Font, still out. I could see Rob Font maybe getting in there with Henry Cejudo. That kind of makes sense. You have Davison Figueiredo at number 8 fighting Cody Garbrandt. I could definitely see the winner of Garbrandt and Figueiredo fighting against Henry Cejudo. And then the rest of the rankings, you have Jonathan Martinez, no word on him yet. Dominic Cruz has been out for a while, no word on him. Pedro Munoz just lost, so he's going to be out of the rankings or lower. I think that the bottom half or bottom 5 of those rankings, which is Ricky Simon, Mario Batista, Pedro Munoz, Dominic Cruz, Jonathan Martinez, they're probably not going to get announced for some time. But my current thoughts on the UFC Bantamweight division following UFC 299 is going to be Sean O'Malley versus Merab Dvalishvili for the title. Cory Sandhagen versus Petr Yan rematch in a title eliminator bout, potentially on the same card as Merab and Sean O'Malley. Aljamain Sterling out of the rankings after fighting Calvin Kattar. Chito out for some time. And I think that Henry Cejudo is going to fight the winner of Cody Garbrandt and Davison Figueiredo. And then I think that they're going to do Song Yadong versus Umar Nurmagodmedov sometime this summer. So let me know where you guys want the UFC Bantamweight division to go. I want to hear your thoughts. Let me know if you'd like to see somebody other than Merab in a title fight. But give me your matchmaking for the 135 division following UFC 299 in the comments below. If you like this video and you want more content just like this, click that subscribe button down below. If you want more content from me, go check out my weekly comedy podcast, the Hissyfit podcast, and go check out my personal channel, Wyatt's World. Go watch this suggested video, and I'll see you next time.